So now let's discuss that how we do prediction in Vedic astrology.
So how predictions are being taught, how to do predictions in Vedic astrology. So let me first talk about Vedic astrology. Astrology doesn't come actually from Vedas. There is reference to it, but as you know, Hindu astrology is there, and in Hindu astrology, main is Parashari astrology, which is being taught more in the country and abroad also. And more people are doing this. One more is Gemini astrology. And the predictive part of the Hindu astrology is Nadi astrology. So there are three types of astrology prevalent in India. And now Parashari astrology now is named as Vedic astrology nowadays. What actually happened was that in 1995 there was much attraction towards the Vedas. Means Vedas come into fashion in Europe and America. So when the people came here to see what is there in Vedas and all.
So basically it's people spend towards Indian culture.
Yeah.
So that's the reason the
No, it is not about the Indian culture. Ved becomes very much important. Vedas become very much important because they are the first text. The first text available on earth. Before that there is no text was there. So the four Vedas were the first text. So everybody from foreign wanted to learn. So it happens, sometimes so many people get attracted towards one thing. Like there was a movie, Bobby movie. When it came in 1974, I think, I'm not sure about it was exactly 74 or 73, 72. I don't remember that. So everything which was in the name of Bobby used to sell. Like shoe become popular, Bobby shoes, Bobby soap, Bobby comb. So everything which is named as Bobby used to sell. Similarly, a gentleman from Delhi sold Parashari astrology as Vedic astrology, and it sold. It sold. It used to sell in America, so it started selling in America, and then he studied in Vedic astrology. And in 2005, he condemned his own statement in his own magazine and said, "I am sorry, I didn't know that astrology is not from Vedas." So in September, October, July or September, I don't remember exactly. In issue, he said, "No, it is not. Now it is not Vedic astrology, it is Indian astrology." So his books first were named as Vedic astrology series. Now they are sold in the name of Hindu astrology series or Indian astrology series. So it is actually not Vedic astrology, it is Hindu astrology. What we want to say is, because maximum we were being taught Parashari astrology. So how will we be able to predict on the basis of Parashari astrology, or how it is taught that how Parashari astrology predicts? So let us start how they tell a student of astrology how predictions are made. So what are the points, what are the things which one has to see while predictions?
First is exaltation and debilitation.
Okay. Exaltation. Debilitation. So first we have to see the planet is Uch or Neech. Means if it is Uch it is good, if it is debilitated or Neech it is bad. So, but what is good?
Good for its significations.
Good about what means what? Good about it will be having good married life or good profession. Good profession means he will get more money and he will be satisfied in the job, the type of job, and he will be having very good married life, he will be having very good health, he will be having a lot of properties and vehicles, he will be totally spiritual, he will be topmost educated. Is it
there
so?
are many things as in like an exaltation. It depends upon the lordship, or it can be different things. Means that is not that defined, that exaltation, because planet remains exalted for a long period of time. So it's a little bit confusing that what kind of a result it will give.
Means a planet like Saturn will remain exalted for 2.5 years, but there can be difference in the results. But we cannot specify what actual result it is going to be. So it is confusing. Right? And what is debilitation? It is against same
giving bad results, but again if it is having niche bhang or it is like debilitated of Trishadya houses, then it is considered to be
good results.
good results.
But one thing I just tell you, you know the planet Sun
Right.
and Moon. They are the two planets which are the luminaries, and these are the political planets.
Right.
So if someone is taking oath, someone takes oath as a Prime Minister or CM, or he sits for the first time on the throne, is a king, and Sun and Moon are either debilitated, or Moon is bad and Sun is also bad or debilitated. So what will happen?
He will not able to get like good results of the.
So that means there is a possibility that he will not be able to run his kingdom well, run his rule well, right? So Lord Ram sat on the throne of Ayodhya when it was Diwali day, and Sun is debilitated, and Moon is in Amavasya. So it is Kartik Amavasya, right? So this was the question I put forth in Kanpur. See that exalted debilitation doesn't work. If it would have worked, then Lord Ram kingdom would have not been that good. So he said, Mr. Taneja, just listen to us. That planet is when debilitated, it is the lowest, another state, and exalted, it is the topmost state. So because it is the lowest state, so it is going to the towards the top. So therefore the kingdom will be better. So that means they wanted to say that debilitation is good. So there was a new theory in Kanpur that debilitation is good and exaltation is bad. So I learned one more thing. So what is being taught here in Delhi, here in India, Kanpur teaches that debilitation are the festivals.
So the planet has moved from debilitation and is going towards exaltation, so it is giving good results.
Good result. So when actually exaltation will come, then they say again it is good result, then they will not consider it is going towards the downward side. So whatever the result will be, they will speak that way. It is like this.
So quite confusing.
You know, it is like this only. What is
Key planets?
key planets? What are key planets?
Key planets, we consider that the planets are benefic or malefic, or they are Badhak or they are Maraks. They are
Key planets.
Yogaraks.
Key planets means Badhak, Marak,
Yogarak.
Yogarak,
They are functionally benefic or malefic.
functional, malefic, benefic, what else?
Third,
Means if Badhak is say one house, so for Char ascendant it is 11, that is for Sthir ascendant it is the 9th house, and for the Trisabhavi ascendant it is the 7th house. So Maraka 2 and 7, that is Yogarak actually trying at the quadrant. Functional benefit depends upon the place, the Lordship of 6 at 12 or the Kendra or the Tirumana. So means all the planets are to be seen.
Yeah, right. According to the logics.
Okay. Then what do you have to see?
Yogas.
Yogas and Chandrakundi and all.
Yeah, means that comes actually before even exaltation and debilitation.
So we have to see the moon
As
ascendant,
Lagna.
moon ascendant,
Yeah,
sun ascendant.
right.
So we have to see the ascendant also.
Yes.
So we have to see the horoscope from the three ascendants.
3 ascendants.
Why three ascendants? Because person have one ascendant or many ascendants?
For ascendant, that is how the life will be, moon, how the mind of the person will be, and from the sun, how the soul of the person will be. So we see from 3 different things.
But a person is the same and they are seeing from the three ascendants. Okay, you see from the three ascendants, but I know a gentleman who sees from the 26 ascendants.
Okay. Yeah, you can add it to
Arudha
Lagan, Hindu Lagan.
Hindu Lagan.
Right.
So you go on adding
True.
your 12 Rashis and 26 Lagans.
Right.
So it was in 96 November.
Mm-hmm.
I was called in a symposium in Bangalore. So it was 3rd of November.
Mm-hmm.
So a gentleman who was a judge at that moment, and he is retired as High Court judge from Delhi. So he said, his lecture was that I know about 25 ascendants.
Okay.
And we are discussing. So you know 6 or 7, he knew 25. So he said, when I came to the lotus feet of Dr. B.V. Raman, then Mr. B.V. Raman told me to add one more ascendant.
Okay.
And that ascendant was, when there are so many, there are maximum or majority of planets are in one sign.
Right.
So 3 or 4 or 5 it is possible.
Right.
So make that sign also as ascendant. And see from that also.
Right.
And there were loads of people who were giving big applause to this particular statement. And he sat with me, he didn't know me that, never met before that. He said, Mr. Taneja, who are you? So I told him, I'm Taneja and all.
Okay.
Obviously he didn't know, so he didn't tell me, said, Mr. Taneja, he said, who are you? I told him, Umang Taneja. So read your articles and all. So how was the lecture? I can't understand. There are 12 signs and you have 26 ascendants. How it is possible?
Right.
So if you are not able to understand one ascendant, 12 signs, and you want to say that all these signs are your ascendant,
Right.
but now you are saying 26. From where do you get 26? There can be maximum 12 only, na?
True.
But I don't know why these people say like this. But it's total confusion that way. Anyway, what else? Yogas you were talking about.
Yogas.
Yogas, how many yogas are there?
There are normal yogas, there are Brahmas yogas. So,
Panch Mahapurush yogas.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
How many means yogas?
There are books on yogas actually.
There are books on yogas.
You know, it's like, I guess there is one book called 600 Yogas.
No, Sahastra yogas.
Sahastra
1000 yogas.
Yeah, 1000 yogas. So, there are unlimited number of yogas. Even if you take one Raj Yoga, there are different kind of Raj Yogas.
So let us make it infinity. You don't know, they are still increasing because you may not be knowing. But I tell you that Kalsa yoga are of 16,000 times.
Okay.
There is no Kalsa yoga actually.
Right.
What else? We have to see for predicting one horoscope.
We have to consider the Ashtakvarga.
Ashtakvarga. Now there is a question in Ashtakvarga. You know there are Rekhas and the Bindus.
Yeah.
Right? So Rekha is bad, considered to be bad in North India, and Bindu is considered to be good.
Right.
And in Cancer ascendant, you know Mars is Yoga. And they consider that Mars will give Rekha also and Bindu also. So my humble submission is why a Yoga will give the Rekhas. So they say, when we are talking about Ashtakvarga, we won't talk about Yoga. We will forget the Yoga.
Okay. So when we are analyzing a horoscope and looking Ashtakvarga as a part of it, so should we take Ashtakvarga as another method of prediction?
It cannot be because Ashtakvarga is actually transits.
Okay.
So they say, you see these many Bindus or Rekha and transit of the planet will tell whether it will be good or bad. Don't see transit, see Ashtakvarga. So if it is transit, when you are using one rule, you are forgetting the other.
Okay.
Means in a way that you are driving a scooter
Right.
and they say that it's a red light and you have to stop.
Okay.
But they also say you wear a helmet.
Right.
So what do? You stop at the red light but you remove the helmet. I can't understand this. You using two rules, use two rules.
Right.
But why you forget one rule? It is confusing to the student of astrology, you know.
Right.
Who's coming, he is confused. That is the big problem. But the meaning of the lecture is to benefit the student of astrology who is confused. What is happening when I am using Ashtakvarga? They say not to use the yoga, but it becomes contradicting to me. I can't understand this. After Ashtakvarga, then
We have to go through the divisional charts.
divisional charts. How many divisional charts are there?
60.
60? 60. So first it was Shodashvar.
Okay.
You must be using in your schools 60, but they are 600. People are using 600 in the charts.
But 600 means you need a time to the mind. It takes second for that.
Yeah.
So do we have that?
I don't know, they are using.
Okay.
They are more mastermind people, they might have been using. But to a student of astrology, it is beyond understanding. Because once you are using ascendant, a planet is exalted.
Right.
Then you have to see the Namash, where it is. Then you have to see the Dashmansh also, if you have to see the profession. So you have to see 3 charts.
Right.
Then you have to see moon chart also.
True.
Then you have to see the sun chart also. From exalted it is good, but in Namash it is not good. But in Dashansh it is good. But in moon chart it is bad. But in sun chart it is not so good.
Right.
You understand? And then in Rajyog there is a Rajyog, but then there is a Vipreet Rajyog, but there is a bad Rajyog also. Bad Yoga
True.
also. So I don't know.
We have to check the aspects too.
Oh,
Actually,
conjunction.
aspect, conjunctions, aspect, retrogression, conversion.
Retrogression, conversion,
Dasha.
Dasha, which Dasha?
Normally we consider as Vimshodri Dasha,
Vimshodri.
but there are many conditional Dashas to be checked out. Then we have Yogini Dasha.
Yogini. What else?
There are many, yeah. There are many other conditional Dashas too.
Now coming on to conjunction aspect, the two planets are in conjunction and they are putting effect on one on the other. Then there are aspects.
Right.
And when we are talking about aspects, then there are certain good aspects and there is a certain bad aspect.
Right.
And when there is a bad aspect or bad conjunction, it is called affliction.
True.
Right?
True.
So now you can understand the bad planets are, one is Mars,
Right.
so posited in one house and will aspect 3 houses.
Right.
Then Mars will take 4 houses,
True.
Saturn will take 4 houses,
True.
Rahu and Ketu will take 3 houses each.
Right.
So how many houses in total? 14 houses. So there will not be a single house or a planet left without affliction.
True.
But that means all planets are afflicted, all houses are afflicted.
Either they will be functionally afflicted or they are naturally afflicted.
Then there is a gentleman known for his predictive techniques. He said if the planet is retrograde, you see that house penalty weight also. Penalty weight will give the result of the penalty weight also. So if Saturn is retrograde, so instead of covering 4 houses, it will cover 8 houses. So if 1 or 2 more planets will be retrograde, then what is going to happen and how you will predict, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a difficult task now.
Now come on to the combustion also. They say combustion will not give good results. And some people say Mercury gives good result even if it is combust.
Right.
It doesn't have any problem. But certain people do not say like this.
Okay.
The student of astrology is again confused where to go, where not to go. Then there is a Buddha Tithi Yoga when Sun and Mercury are together. But when Sun and Mercury are together, normally Mercury is combust.
True.
So we should believe Buddha Tithi Yoga or not. So if Sun and Mercury are not together, the other person will have Buddhi or not, I don't know.
True.
So yoga has their own problems.
Right.
We have been talking about yoga has their own problems.
Right.
When the yoga will work, you do not know. Then there is a book called 300 Important Combinations.
Right.
You know, that was the first book dedicated on yoga. The first yoga is the Gajkesi yoga, we all know.
Right.
So when Moon, Jupiter are in Kendra,
Okay.
Jupiter is in Kendra with Moon or Jupiter is in Kendra. Right? So Jupiter is in Moon, is Kendra with Moon, then it is 4 houses. 4 houses means 1/3 of the people are having Gajkesi yoga in the world. And if Jupiter is in K from the ascendant, then it is again 1/3 more. Then 66% are born with Gajkesi. Right? So there is a horoscope also shown that Alexander the Great that he was having Gajkesi yoga. But Alexander was around 323 BC.
Right.
And 66% people are in Gajkesari Yoga and nobody
Is that no?
is that no?
Right.
Crores and crores, billions of billions people born in Gajkesari Yoga, nobody equaled Alexander the Great. They show it like this, I don't know. This is why I also got confused when I was a student of astrology, and this is the problem. But all the students of astrology were going through this tough time of these so many ifs and buts. Now if we putting upon the Dasha, Vimshotri Dasha, Yogini Dasha, Ashtotri Dasha, if you are using certain books that they say use 2 Dashas, use 3 Dashas,
Right.
so what do you say about that?
See, basically when we use different kind of dashas, all the planets get included into it because we check the Mahadasha, Antardasha and the Vidantardasha.
For a prediction.
For a prediction. So if we are using one dasha, Vimshotri, so 3 planets are giving that result. Now if I even add Yogini Dasha, it add another 3 planets into it. So overall, when we come to the conclusion, all the planets are can give me the same results.
Means your person has purchased a vehicle in 2013 February.
Right.
All 9 planets will be giving the planet.
True.
Means in Yogini Dasha, 3 different planets, Ashtotri are 3 different planets, and in Vimshotri are 3 different planets.
So all the planets are
capable to give vehicle. So every Dasha Antar why it doesn't get the vehicle.
True.
So this was a question asked by me to a fellow in 1995 who wrote a book,
Okay.
the Yogini and Vimshotri. So he couldn't answer that. So the thing is that they write the books, but they are not able to defend the title of the book.
Okay.
The reason is that it doesn't work.
True.
No. After Dasha, what else we have to see?
Shadbal.
Oh, Shadbal. What we see in Shadbal?
The strength of the planet.
Strength of the planet. What is the meaning of strength? Or what we see in the strength of the planet?
Basically directional strength.
Directional strength.
And
जैसे उच्च नीच बल,
yeah, exaltation.
exaltation, depreciation, then calm bal,
Yeah, day
day and night bal, then paksh bal,
Yeah.
cheshta bal,
Vaccinate when
cheshta bal.
true.
So they are the type of balls we use to note down to get the ball out of, and how easy it is to calculate by hand.
Oh, that's long calculations.
So how are you able to do it?
Actually, there are so many controversies into the same because every person have their own different thoughts that how to calculate the same thing. Even 2 writers, there is still research going on a shed.
No, when we are talking about this research going on Shadbal, there is research going on everything. Right? Now when we are talking about Shadbal means, for an example, Jupiter has the Rakshasa strength in the ascendant, and Mercury also has in the ascendant. Saturn in the 7th house, Moon is in the 4th house, and Mars Sun in the 10th house. Suppose we take Jupiter, that it has the Divaratri bal also, it has the directional strength also, it is exalted also. But it becomes functional malefic, then what will Shadbal? Will it be bad or good? You don't know. Now if it is in the ascendant, and if it is functional benefic, if it is in the ascendant, then obviously it is benefic because it is Cancer ascendant, right? But the thing is, if it is in the ascendant and it is functional benefic, and it is benefic otherwise also, then all the Cancer ascendants who are born till date, who have Jupiter in the ascendant, with all the bulls, all the dasha, whoever has enjoyed the Cancer ascendant, Jupiter in the ascendant, Jupiter dasha always remain good and good for everything.
Cannot be good for everything.
Yes. If you have to excel in profession, there is all the possibility that you may not be able to give time to your family life.
Right. True.
And good education, normally that person is not able to become a good businessman. You have the good examples of Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, even Ambani's.
Right.
Not very well educated, but very good business. Normally it happens. I again speak that MBAs seek for job.
Right. The person who is studying so much.
MBA for IIM seek for job.
Right.
And works under any trades.
Yeah.
Work under any trades. You see. So where is the Shadbal? Now, What else? If you have over, then I tell you yogi of yogi is there.
Okay.
Anything else left? There can be many more. Like Vashfal.
Vashfal.
Every year you make a horoscope.
Often every year we make a
After looking on to these 11 points, now you have to make one more horoscope. First, you are not able to understand about what is your ascendant.
Right.
You have seen exalted debilitation, own sign. Enemy sign and all. So many ascendants, so many yogas, Ashtavada, divisional charts, conjunction, other retrograde, dashas, shadbal, yogi of yogi. Now you go and see what? Another horoscope of the year.
Right.
And it is altogether a different horoscope. Other than the placement of sun in the sign. That is the only same degree. Right? Now, it cannot tally with your horoscope. Never it can tally. Obviously. Or you can predict. Your imagination.
It is coming to total confusion now.
Yeah, it is total confusion. So you get after doing all this, it is a total confusion sort of a thing which you are left with.
Right.
What else we have to say about it? Anything else is left? Maybe certain things are left.
I can't remember right now, but yeah, there are many other things that we consider, like lordship is there, then that is how whomsoever is correct.
Yeah, we can write down that we see to lordship.
How far the planet goes from its own house, placement of a planet.
Then there is one Shadashtami, Dwadadesh.
Right. When the Dasha and Pratanta Dasha's lords are placed.
Shadashtami or Dwadadesh.
Right.
Now the basic question remains that if Shadashta and Dwadadesh is there, now benefic with the benefic is Shadashta then.
Right.
But now you are saying that benefic is going to give good result. Now if it becomes Shadashta, then it will bad results. Now after then is transit.
A double transit.
And then there is a double transit. Now when there is a double transit, that marriage will happen when Jupiter will also have a connection with the 7th house.
Right.
Connection with the 7th house, Saturn also have the connection with the 7th house. Means what? Not with the 7th house. It is either the 7th house or the 7th lord or the Karak or related to Namansh also.
Yeah. Right.
So it has already covered so many things. And same Saturn has to do already covered so many things what is going to happen again and again.
True.
So when you will be able to predict? Which period you will be able to predict? Then for transit you have the objective of transit is to pinpoint the day of the event. So if we were not able to predict the day, say a week or so or 15 days or something like that. But when you are talking about the transit of Saturn and Jupiter, that means what you are talking about is 1 year.
Yeah. But the same year means any event cannot happen. Means a marriage cannot happen for the 1 year until the transits allow. And if the next year there is no double transit, then event will not happen.
That is right. But we have not seen whether Saturn is going to give marriage or not. We have forgotten that.
True. That's exactly when it doesn't even promise marriage.
And normally it is seen the 7th lord doesn't give marriage at all.
Yeah.
And if you are say 24 to say 30 or say 21 to 28, 29, this is the marriageable age.
True.
And it is but obvious that possibility of having the dasha of the 7th lord is not that possible.
True.
So predicting on the basis of all this, that we use exaltation, debilitation, keep planet, Badal, Mark, this and that, moon sign, sun sign, yogas, Ashtava, divisional chart, conjunctions, retrogression, combustion, aspects, dashas, shatpas, yogi of yogi, varshpa, lordship of the planet, shadashtak, transit. After we see so many things, we do not reach anywhere.
Yeah.
Still the things left, still the things are Shadasati,
Right.
Still the thing there, Dhaiya.
True.
And then after that, what happens? That my son is born and it takes birth in Gandu Nakshatra. My wife gives birth to a child who is in Gandu Nakshatra and he is not auspicious to me. So my whole horoscope is dumped.
And the child's horoscope becomes prime importance.
Or my sisters give birth to a child and that is a big problem to me.
True.
So where is my horoscope?
Right.
It becomes a horoscope.
Mm-hmm.
So friends, this is the problem with this Vedic astrology system we are discussing about, that why a student of astrology is not able to predict accurately on the basis of so many things. When we are trying to apply so many rules of astrology, then we do not reach anywhere. And not only our own horoscope becomes important, some other horoscope becomes important.
So we take like years to learn them, but finally we never reach to a conclusion.
Then they say it is very difficult, you have to learn for 2 years, this is total basic astrology.
Right.
Then you have to do research, then 10 years you have to do more research, then 20 years more this thing and that. They put in your mind that prediction in astrology is a difficult task and it is not possible so easily. And accurate prediction is of no possibility. But I will tell you very in simple words that if you see all the 9 planets, they are nakshatra and the sabra, simple, and apply just one dasha, Vinchuti dasha, it works, and you will be able to predict easily. You would have seen many of my students who have been predicting from last so many years. They have not to learn so many things. They have just to see the nakshatra and the sabra and apply the dasha, and the results come. And using this, you know, the result is exaltation is good or bad, key planet is good or bad, Yog Karak is good, but Yog Karak is placed in a bad or may be bad, Moon ascendant can be good, Sun is bad, Yoga is good or bad, divisional chart is good or bad, conjunction is good or bad, aspect is good or bad, it is all good or bad. Books are writing good or bad, books are writing auspicious and inauspicious. Auspicious and inauspicious are the words related to religion. Now you go to a Gurudwara, if you are not covering your head, so it is inauspicious. You have to cover your head and go into the Gurudwara.
That is a ritual actually.
There is a ritual actually. But this may not be so for some other religion.
True.
Now just for an example say. So auspicious and inauspicious have nothing to do with our lives, you know.
Right.
This is religious. But we want to know whether when will I get married, when will I be able to get a job, how will be the education,
Right.
will I win in litigation or not, will I be able to go to some foreign country and get a job over there,
Okay.
when will I come back, when will I get promotion.
Right.
So there has to be formulation of such events.
True.
And if you don't get that formulation, right, if you do it this way, you will never get a correct path to move. So you just apply that nakshatra and the sublord, use the formulations of all the events which we have been talking about, and you get results. You are able to predict.
True.
It is as simple as that. So now you see, if you want to go into this, so what? But you want to see the nakshatra sublord, apply the formula, get result. It's as simple as that. Just for us, an example say, one event we will talk about and finish this is that if we have to see the prediction of marriage, let us talk on this. Now when we have to talk about the prediction of marriage, for prediction of marriage, first we have to see the 7th house.
7th house. Right.
Then
7th lord.
Then we have to see 7th lord,
Then the karaka.
then the karak of the 7th,
Then we'll go and check in the 9.
then we have to check in the Namash.
Right.
What we see in the Namash? The 7th house, the karak,
Right.
then the lord,
Right.
then
we check all these things from moon.
we check all these things on moon.
Then from the Venus or Jupiter.
this is on the Venus, on the Jupiter. So you go on checking, what to check, what to get. So you check the 7th house, you get something, check the Karak, you will get something different. Then you go into the Mars, you will get something different. So when you summarize, you got different things. So one recipe of one vegetable will not be there. It will be a khichdi type of thing, you don't get a perfect concrete result what to do with that. So it is not about good, bad auspicious, it is to get a good result, or the accurate result. So when we talk about the marriage in the case of Nadi system of astrology, it is as simple as that we use to see that the 3 houses related to marriage get activated or not. If they come activated and they come into Dasha Bhukti Anta, marriage happens. It is as simple as that.
3 houses?
It's simple. 2, 7 and 11.
Okay. But do you think second house is a Marak house?
No, there is no Marak. Don't get confused. It is not a Marak. We will talk about it later. But if you ask the question, I have to answer. It is as simple as. There is nothing but we talk about this Marak. So they say 2 and 7 are Marak. Right? So they will give death.
True.
So let us talk about what are the houses which will give Marak, which will give death.
The second house,
7th house, the 8th house, and the 3rd house.
These are the houses that give death, but if it gives with 6th and the 12th house, it gives disease and the hospitalization.
And then Bhavat Bhamam also.
Yeah, then it's Bhavat Bhamam.
Then Bhavat Bhamam also. 2nd, 7th,
7th,
8th, 3rd, Badhak, 6 and 12.
Right.
So all are main houses. Now the thing is, if a planet is of Lord of the 2nd house, it is possible that it is also Lord of the 5th house.
True.
If a planet is Lord of the 7th, it is possible that it is Lord of the 10th house also.
Right.
So nearly all the planets become Yamaraj.
Yeah. So there is difficult to live.
It is not this.
Yeah.
Death is not seen from the 2nd and the 7th house.
Okay.
It is actually the verdict of the sage. So what is sage says that 2nd is the Sanchetan.
Right.
So sage has to see the spiritual advancement.
True.
So if there is a Sanchetan, where is the spiritual advancement? So he said leave it.
Right.
For me it is Mara.
Right.
Similarly 7, business is Mara for me. It is nothing about that. So when we will talk about Mara and we will explain Mara, we will go into detail of this. But we will better not to go into all these things. Simply use the Sabra Nakshatra theory with the Dasha Bhukti Antar. We have the formulas of all the events of life. Just apply that formula and you get results. As simple.